This is your math lesson for Wednesday, April 22nd. Our goal for today says I can create a number poster. So let's take a look and see what that means. So this is an example of a number poster for the number 6. So what that means is all of these things, the number sentences, the pictures, all of these things that you see on this page right now show the number 6, or they are another name for the number 6. So let's take a look at each one of these things that represent the number 6. So the first thing we have is an addition number sentence. We know that 3 plus 3 equals 6. If we look at the fingers here, how many fingers do we see being held up? We see 6. If we look at the domino and I count all of these dots on the domino, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 6. If I look at this number sentence, this is a subtraction number sentence. If I have 7 and I take 1 away, how many do I have? I have 6. Looking at the 10 frame down here with the purple dots in it, this is a 10 frame. It has 10 spaces. However, how many purple dots do you see in the 10 frame? You see 6. I also see tally marks. If I count each one of these, guess how many this is going to equal? 6. And the last thing I see here is a collection of butterflies. And how many of these do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And then right in the middle here, I have the number 6. The 6 in the middle is showing me that all of these things are different names for this number in the middle, which is 6. So your job today, guys, is to create your own number poster. So your job today would first be to pick the number that you want to create on your, or the number that you want to show on your number poster. You may choose the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Okay, that's the first step. Then, as you start to create your poster, there are 3 things that I would like for you to include. The first thing is a addition or subtraction number sentence. There you go. This is an example. 1 plus 1, 1 take away 1. You must have either addition or subtraction. So you need to have one number sentence on your poster. The other thing you must include is a domino equal to your number. Okay, so you need to make sure that when you count all the dots on the entire domino, it equals whatever number you choose. So thinking back to the 6, remember, I counted all the dots on this domino. It was equal to the number I chose, which was 6. The last thing you need to include is a 10 frame. When you create a 10 frame, which I will show you how to in the video immediately following this, you need to make sure that you have how many spaces on your 10 frame, guys? You need to have 10. That's why it is 10 frame. So you need to make sure you have 10 squares, but you would only put dots, however many, whatever number you choose, that's how many dots you're going to put in your 10 frame. So you must have 10 total spaces, but I want you to represent your number with only by using the correct number of dots, okay? So for example, I chose 6. I have a 10 frame with 6 dots in them, okay? You may add anything else that you would like to your poster. Going back and looking, maybe you can draw, if you pick the number 5, maybe you want to draw a hand that's showing 5 fingers. You could even trace your own hand. That's a good idea. You could trace your own hand, your own fingers. Maybe you want to include the tallies. Remember, when you get to number 5 tally, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get to 5, you close the barn door. Okay, so maybe you want to use tallies. Maybe you want to draw a collection of pictures. You could do that too. You can think of any way that you can think to show your number that you choose, you can include on your poster, guys. So this is kind of a fun math activity. It allows you to be creative. You can totally make your poster however creative you can get as creative as you want. So keep watching, and I will actually show you a example of how I created a number poster for the number 4. So if I'm going to create my own number poster, I am going to first pick my number. You guys are going to pick a number between 5 and 10. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Those are your choices. I'm going to choose the number 4 for my my example today. So the first thing I want to do is make sure at the top of my poster that I can see my number. You may even want to decorate it a little bit. These are totally up to you how creative you get. You can kind of make it pretty, whatever you want, guys. However. All right, so my poster is going to be for the number 4. Now, remember, there are 3 things that you need to include on your poster. The first thing is a number sentence. Now, it's okay to have addition or subtraction. It is completely up to you. Okay, I'm going to choose to write an addition number sentence. So let's see. So I have to think about what 2 numbers I can put together to make 4. Well, I know 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So there's one of my number sentence, or there's my number sentence that I need to have. The other thing that I know I needed to have was a domino. So if I'm going to draw a domino, I just need to first draw a rectangle, put a line through it so I can divide it into the 2 sections. And again, I need to think of what 2 numbers can I put together to make 4. Well, I know that 3 and 1 are equal to 4. So there's my domino. The other thing I needed to have on my poster was a 10 frame. All right, so the 10 frame, you are going to have to draw that. So we want to have a nice big rectangle again. Whoops, and look, see, mine's not perfect, it's okay. And we need to draw 4 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to draw a line down the middle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have to make sure we have 10 spaces in our 10 frame, because if we don't, guys, it's not a 10 frame. Remember, the 10 frame is something that helps us represent the number 10 or numbers up to 10. So in order to do that, you have to have the 10 spaces. Okay, so I need to show 4. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. My 4 dots in my 10 frame show me that this is equal to 4. Okay, so those are the 3 things that I have to have in my poster. Now, if you think about the example we just looked at for the number 6, there were a lot of other things on that poster. These are all things that you can add to your own, okay? Maybe you want to add the tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 tally marks. Maybe if you are a great artist, which we know that I am not, maybe I could draw a hand representing the number 4. I am not going to attempt that, guys, because it will probably turn out to look like an octopus. Who knows? It's not going to work for me. So I'm going to pass on that one. Let's see what, we saw a collection of butterflies. So maybe you want to draw 4 of something. So here very quickly, maybe I just want to draw 4 flowers. 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, and that shows me, that represents the number 4 too. So, and if there's anything else that you can think of, guys, you are more than welcome to add that to your poster. Whatever you show on your poster, though, has to represent or has to show the number that you choose, okay? So make sure, here's my little card I made just to check off for the purpose of this video. I just wanted to show you, obviously do not have to have this. Do not do this unless, you don't need to do this. Don't do this part. This is just for me to show you that I have everything. So do I have my number sentence? Yes, I do. Check. Do I have my domino? Yes, I do. Check. Do I have my 10 frame? Yes, I do. Check that off too. Those are the 3 things that you must include in your poster. All right, guys. Again, this is totally something you can get creative with. You can
You can color, you can design, you can do whatever you would like to do to make this beautiful. It is totally up to you. Or if you just want to put your 3 things on there and just represent it simply, that is fine too. But I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with, and keep working hard. Thanks, guys.